Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. I'm here with...
My name is Ace, and I'm the project lead and one of the owners of Blade Art Online.
Just like my other two videos, we're going to be interviewing Ace, the project lead for Blade Art Online, just to gain more knowledge about this game. And yeah, anyways, let's get started with the first question. So the first question is, what inspired you to make a Roblox game, and why SAO in general?
I feel like to really answer this question, we have to take a look at the overall scope of the actual captivating concept of expansion and exploration within Roblox. Because most games as a whole, what games seek to apply to their own, is just to have an immersive and captivating game to appease the audience visually and immersively. And what we aim as a studio and a team to represent and promote creativity on the exploration point on the platform for Roblox. So we viewed that developing an SEO game with limitless potential for expansion and exploration, striving to maximize creative capabilities and unlock new possibilities, is probably the best way for us to go.
Yeah, and I do agree with you on that, because like right now I don't really see much like SAO game. Maybe there are like some SAO like inspired games such as like Swordburst 2, if you like know that game.
Yeah, there's been Swordburst 2. Most games right now, they're not really taking the captivating feel of expansion. Minecraft Online was hooking at a point, but right now I haven't seen much from it as well. And Swordburst was more of just a bandit beater simulator type of vibe to it, but it was still fun in its own right.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that.
Yeah, most definitely.
Alright, so the next question is, how long has this game been in development?
So we started really development back in September of 2022, but that was when we were really getting the layout of the game done. We really started to dive in past like general layout planning into actual development in the start of January.
I got it.
So 5 months now.
Alright, so what keeps you motivated on like working this game, like constantly working on it?
Well, right now I'm still a minor. So I still have like an open mind to creativity. I'm not really burdened by much stresses in life and my team as a whole, we just enjoy the Roblox platform. We like seeing people thrive. We like seeing people immerse in the creativity of others while creating their own inspiration from that creativity, as that's what's really fueling the Roblox platform at the moment. And right now, these current games on the platform, it's really dry. You really don't see anything fun, exciting, or new or innovative for a long while now. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to apply back that creativity that Roblox once had to inspire others to pursue their own.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. I mean, right now there's a lot of like these like anime simulator games, I would say, and like a lot of like, you know, One Piece games are like basically just like bandit beaters, and there's really nothing like to do in that game just to like other than like beating mobs and just leveling up and all that.
Oh, definitely. I've talked to the owners of Project Slayers, High Ranks of Rel. I've seen all of them, and most games nowadays, they really just aim to make they just aim to make really money off the game, which is a natural thing since we live in an economy based on money. But at the same time, the part of the Roblox games where it's just actually making a game fueled by a passion has really just drowned out in development nowadays, which is sad to see. And we're trying to re-inspire that.
I definitely agree with that. So what problems did you guys encountering while making like Blade Art Online, and how did you guys like solve it?
Well, really the early counters was trying to get developers was most definitely a start. Because when we first started the game, we were still low on funds as a whole. And naturally to hire developers, you have to have funds or starting basis or good pitch. So what we did, we wrote out a lot of copies of different GDDs, which is a game design document to help further our pitch to when we do to investors. So we reached out to one of our project co-leads right now before he actually joined the team, named I think his name is Turner, definitely. And he invested in us early on. And for that we traded revenue. And from there we hired just new developers to join us. And even some of my friends just like contributed. So as a whole we formed a team, got most people on employer contracts, and from there we've really just been taking off, honestly, with more and more content each day.
Alright, so how did you how do you guys come up with like ideas like about updates like after the game releases and stuff?
So after game release updates, what we really plan is, since SEO is a floor-based game, we
Hmm.
really just want each floor to have its own unique environment to it. It's like floor one, for example, is mainly like a plains exploration in a
Hmm.
sense. You have these mini islands. You have this one gigantic island. You have dungeons hidden around the map as well. It's just overall giving that feel of, I just entered this world of an immersive environment I can't wait to see. And as you progress, you can go to different biomes, snow biomes, deserts, savannas, all of the above. There's just a lot. So, with each floor, upon each update, or different blade arts on each update, we apply that, get each one with the most content filled in it as possible.
Okay, I got it. So, how long does it take for you guys to push out like one update after the game releases? Like, give me like a timestamp of like how long it takes in general.
Well, since we're doing floor by floor updates, we can really assume that to actually get like the floor layout done, the actual map version of it done, that alone takes like a week and a half, depending on the base plate size of it. And to actually get the content packed within it on what we want to do, that takes an extra week or so. So we can assume like a month to get like one update out, which isn't fair time for a lot of content packed within it
Got it.
if it's a floor update.
Mhm. So, will this game be mobiles, like will controller or like mobile player be able to play this game, or this is only like exclusive to like PC players in general?
We're really aiming to PC and mobile support.
Hmm.
Xbox thinking about, but right now it's not our main target.
Okay, got it. So, another question. So, when the game drops out, how many floors do you guys like want there to be in the game in general?
Oh, we're aiming to have at least 12 floors by the time we actually release the game.
Okay, got it. So, do you have any like past experiences with like making other games that helped you make this game?
Oh, most definitely. I've before this, I've been managing different Roblox games for a little over a year now. Project Chainsaw, the game currently released, of Paraphobia, I've managed for Atlas, I've worked for Leveling Legacy, Solo Ranking, a lot of different games that are currently in development. I've had experience managing for, which really just compacted into what I'm trying to produce now with my current experience.
All right, got it. So, this is like piggyback on your like how you talk about like this is you don't want it to be like a banner beater game, but will
Hmm.
this game be like a grind game where you do quests, level up, and repeat, or will there be like an actual like story or quest to this game?
Well, SEO it's kind of like a twist of both in a sense, because that's what's unique about SEO. When you go into SEO, naturally each environment will have its own different mobs, and when it comes to SEO, you can actually beat up the mobs, get XP. Of course, you can do that repetitive process, or you can work with friends, raid dungeons, pass dungeons, discover different job classes, different blade arts, go on those storylines to progress on your own quest. So it's really like it's more of a self-choosing thing when it comes to your progression. You can choose to be a bandit beater in a repetitive sense, chase this mastering progression on your class, your job, your blade art. It's really up to you.
Okay, got it. So going back to like day one of development, do you think that there's anything you would have done like differently about the game or like change it?
Honestly, right now, I don't think so, no. Everything's going as we planned. We really wanted to visually represent, kind of like, in a visual sense, we want to give it the environment as if you're kind of in a Genshin type of
Mhm.
feel. So, kind of like a stylized environment, but progressively and mechanically, we wanted to follow an SAO type of vibe.
Okay, I got it. So what do you think's makes a perfect game from like your opinion or from your like standpoint?
Well, honestly, a perfect game is really as long as the game you're making truly like derives the original concept behind it. I'd say that's a perfect game.
Mhm.
It's a perfect game, like depending on the genre, really can affect that ideology of what you're aiming to have. But as long as you're able to accomplish what's originally written down in your game design document with the original concept still behind it, that I think is what fuels a perfect game.
Okay, I got it. And just one last question: who do you think is like Or do you have like a favorite like SAO characters? Like who is it?
Definitely. I feel like the most all-time favorite like SEO character is naturally Kirito.
Mm-hmm.
But my second all-time favorite character was probably, if you've seen the first season of SEO, the original starting point was definitely the creator of Aincrad.
Oh
Because
yeah.
honestly, like he's still like, and he may have been a bad guy at the end of the day, but he did accomplish envisioning an immersive reality, which was just a mere concept to him, into an actual immersive game, which is really something what we're aiming to do at the same time. So, there's a lot of respect to him in that sense, even though he's the main bad guy
Yep,
at the
I
start.
definitely agree with that. So honestly, that's it for like my questions. Do you have anything you want to say to the viewers or like ask me in general?
If I have anything to say to the viewers, honestly, I would say pursue like your dreams and concepts within like a reasonable standpoint. A lot of people aim really high from the start to like mimic what other people do, and they don't have enough current resources to do that. So if you do have a big dream or something big to accomplish, write it down in steps and increments on a reasonable thing you can accomplish until you make it to the top. And that's what we've been doing. It's been working out successfully. And that's about it, to be honest.
Okay. Alright guys, so that'll be it for this video, and I want to just thank Ace for just joining us in this like podcast, and I hope you guys like enjoy this video.
Of course, of course.
Yep, and with that said, I'm probably getting out the video here, and see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.